meeting up like this. Welcome back to PlayStation Grenade, I'm Adam. This is the series in which we take a look at the story of Batman and his adventures on the Fortnite Island. Issue 5, the penultimate episode in the saga, is now available, and like always, I'm here to break it down, add a little context, a few bad jokes, a smidge of Easter eggs, and a trolley load of Fortnite lore. If you enjoy what you see, please smash code ADAMARU in the store, but a like goes a long way too. So if you're ready and your butt is sat down, let's go through everything you need to know about issue 5 of
Batman Fortnite Zero Point.
Last time we met, we saw Batman and his crew go into the underground facility thanks to those secret bunkers, but the team lost a member when Fishsticks was brutally eliminated by a double agent in the group. So this is the current scenario. Who do you think is the main suspect? Who's the enemy among us? Also, another one of these characters will be offed in this issue too, so get your guesses in. Who's the next to be eliminated? Before we can even contemplate this idea, the group are attacked by IO guards, the very same ones we see in game right now. To be clear, the imagined order hasn't been named in the series so far, but I'm sure you are aware that the IO troopers wear the reality waves on their crest, which is the exact same as the IO logo. The group are close to losing this firefight, and things get worse when reinforcements arrive. Luckily, not the ones they expected. It's Batman. He catches up to the group after staying with Fishsticks until the end, and now turns the battle in the favour of the Loop escapees.
No.
Batman and Catwoman use their superior hand-to-hand combat skills to end this fight, but then Magnus joins in with his axe.
And my axe.
And Batman's all like, hey, we don't kill people, my guy, that's not cool. There's a theory behind this. Unlike in the Loop, our eliminations out here are effectively murder. There's no respawns, so I can see what Batsy is saying. And if you ever wonder why Batman refuses to kill people, check this.
If I allow myself to go down into that place, I'll never come back.
Batman also wants to keep the IO troops alive for interrogation and takes off the mask of the fallen guard. Okay, who the heck is that? Batman says he recognises him from the Loop, so he's definitely someone we've already seen. I'm gonna go for a Jonesy snapshot. As we all know, Jonesy is the most duplicated character in the game and has the most snapshots on the island. It's highly likely that, at some point, he has been in the centre of the final circle claiming a Vic Roy. Alternatively, Voyager's theories are quite sound too. Maybe they plucked skilled combatants from the Loop to use as security. Batman isn't convinced, as the entire IO troops fought like a military unit with years of experience.
Bravo 6. Going dark.
Other theories thrown out include a cloning facility or a multiverse of worlds linking dimensions. Both brilliant theories, and both coming from Deathstroke. He has bigger brain than I remember. The band of heroes continue into the underground facility, and Batman casually lets everyone know that Fishsticks is dead, killed by an energy beam. But that memorial for a fallen comrade is quickly forgotten as the group reach a brand new room. Deep underground, a meeting room of sorts is found, surrounded by ancient artifacts, many of which can be found in-game right now. As we all know, Batman has skills. And during this whole adventure, Bruce has been deciphering this unknown language. Here's another piece of lore. Batman uses the new skill to read a star chart nearby, and would you believe it, all the planets and stars are overlapping, like they are connected somehow. But yet again, the group want to move on, especially Deathstroke and Catwoman, who comments this place feels wrong and gets her hackles up. Okay, I didn't know what a hackle was, so I used Google to help me understand, and it's those erect hairs on animals when they feel threatened. Aren't you glad you came today? The more you know. More time passes, and once again the group are in a battle, yet this time they are cornered by two IO units. Deathstroke gets big brain again and tells Batman to use his liquid nitrogen capsules. How the hell does he know what they are? I guess we just let that slide, as Bruce is completely on board with the plan. Batman yeets the capsules, and Slade uses his energy weapon to detonate the nitrogen like a grenade. This now makes it a fair fight between our gang and the rest of the IO troops.
No.
After the fighting has settled, we get a real wow point of the issue. Batman leads this band of misfits into a room you may recognise. ring any bells? Think back to Season 5 and the day we saw Jonesy grab the portal device and march into this very room. The control panel, the glass-like panes, the matching ceiling design. Unless there are multiple versions of this very room, Batman is literally across the hall from Agent Jonesy's office. Suddenly, Eternal Voyager gets excited and believes his purpose is to jump into the Zero Point, thinking it would send him around the multiverse. Like his name suggests, he wants to be an Eternal Voyager and explore the universe forever.
I'm Batman!
Well, that was a terrible idea. Voyager was immediately ripped apart by the Zero Point, with pieces of him torn into multiple worlds across numerous planets. Let's not concentrate on how gory that was. If you look closely enough, you'll see many of the dimensions he's going to, in pieces. There's a world full of fish sticks, rest in peace. There's a primal lizard dinosaur kind of planet. A world filled with spaceships, and my personal favourite, a planet with 2 moons. I originally thought this was a Star Wars reference, but Luke's planet had 2 suns, not 2 moons. And in fact, multiple moons is quite common even in our solar system. Did you know Mars has 2 moons? And FYI, Uranus has 27 moons orbiting it. I know that sounds like a joke, but it's actually a real fact.
Uranus, you get the joke.
Over the next few hours, the crew figure out how to use the most advanced piece of kit they've ever seen in their lives, and of course we don't question it. They find a power supply, and Batman deduces the Zero Point is rapidly cycling through unlimited realities every single second. The Zero Point is a doorway to any world, planet, or universe. By jerry-rigging Deathstroke's energy staff to the power supply and simply shoving a dimensional panel around, the group immediately power up the Zero Point and coincidentally locate Renegade Raider's home. Let's not question how improbable that is from the infinite worlds available. They find her homeworld. Yeah, don't question it. And to do this, they used vibrations. Yep, I kid you not, each place in the multiverse has a different resonation key. Each reality has a unique vibration which is isolated by those panels. I honestly reckon if we overthink this, it will lose all believability, so let's surmise in a general way. This machine, as used by Jonesy, harnesses the Zero Point and triangulates any dimension ever made. Yep, that sounds like a good explanation to me. Renegade Raider sees her home, and just like Eternal Voyager, she running yeets herself into the Zero Point. And this time, it's a success. Our girl made it. She made it. Before the elation can begin, Batman has a revelation to share with Deathstroke. And now you don't need us anymore, or should I say, your masters don't. The world's greatest detective, after Pikachu of course, figures it out. Deathstroke killed fish sticks. To cover his tracks, he killed the fish, and the electrical burns perfectly match up with Deathstroke's choice of weapon. There's no denying it. Batman actually realised Deathstroke didn't have amnesia like the others. How else would he know that Batman carries liquid nitrogen? It's not a normal thing to carry around. And finally, he hits the nail on the head. We know each other from our homeworld, don't we? As suspected, Deathstroke did indeed dropkick Bruce into the rift all those weeks ago. The truth is out. A huge battle begins as each member decides which side they stand on. Most align with Batman, but Bandolette chooses Deathstroke. Realising they need each other to get home, a truce is called. Bandolette isn't happy and comments, "Really? Get a girl all fired up and leave her hanging? Typical." Yep, Bandolette used cunning linguistics and made a sex joke in a DC comic book by a Fortnite character. Heroes don't do that, do they? Moving on. Slade is tied up and Bandolette is returned home using the Zero Point. As other characters get back to their homeworlds, the group realise one person won't be going home at all. Someone needs to man the panel. With only 3 people remaining, Batman, Catwoman and himself Deathstroke, he makes his move, cutting himself free and running towards the Zero Point. Catwoman was totally ready for this and stops his escape. And that's when we are hit with a huge story update. Deathstroke has a portal device. It looks teeny tiny in those big hands. That's better. The portal device we last saw used by Agent Jones to seal the foundation in the Zero Point. The device was used to recruit history's greatest heroes, including Chun-Li's thighs. And now, it's in Deathstroke's possession. Jumping into the Zero Point, Deathstroke confirms the device is more like a compass, using it to take himself back home. We've actually seen this in action before. This is what Agent Jonesy did to summon the Foundation, calibrating the device before throwing it into the Zero Point. Catwoman is able to disarm Deathstroke as he goes back to Gotham, and his last line sums up their predicament perfectly. It's not all bad. I mean, you're stuck in a crazy alien dimension forever, but at least you've got each other. To be concluded. Ooh, goosebumps. Although the final shot doesn't show the portal device, we did see Catwoman take it from Deathstroke. Our heroes still have a way to get home, but can they figure out where home is and how to use that portal gun? Find out in 2 weeks in the final episode of Batman Fortnite Zero Point. I gotta admit, I'm loving the amount of lore we are getting in this story so far, and something huge must happen next time around. I'm Adam, you're awesome. On screen now are a bunch of Code ADAMARU legends. I'm about 6 days behind in my Twitter replies, so sorry if you're still waiting, but I will get back to you if I haven't already. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you next time.